Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to What's Map, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. Okay, so Friday, which means a couple of things to talk about. First of all, tonight, 6 o'clock UK time, 60-minute map fix. Join me while I have a look at a random map from the workshop and have 60 minutes to try and improve it. Also, over on my second channel, my first update for a little while went up earlier this week. A little bit of Project Cars, me racing around trying to keep a car on a very wet Scottish circuit. So I hope you enjoy that one as well. Right, it's Friday. Friday is a day which is the map is voted in by the BonBonB buddies over on Patreon, and today's map, it is a rather quite nice. Definitely lots of buildable space, going to appeal to quite a lot of you, I feel, and it's vanilla as well, so lots of things to like about today's map. Hint, like. That's right, hinting heavily about liking my map might sometimes get my map seen by more people, so long as you take the hint. Thanks for your support, everybody. Today's map is Roccamare by Random 5. That is our loading screen thumbnail. Roccamare by night. Let's have a look at the start square. Start square, very, very playable. Lots of planning gone into making this bit, making a playable map indeed. The terrain heights look pretty solid to me as well. Some hilly areas and lots of flatland too. Your resources look like such. Again, very usable resources, all being added into the gameplay score. Off to the workshop, no DLC required. We'll be using the Natural Beauty theme and the Laviante LUT. And yep, 150 subscribers. Let's see if we can get that up to 1,500, shall we? Everybody subscribe to this map. Okay, what have we got in terms of standards? Well, pretty solid. Pretty solid. We're talking about a pretty solid map, and there's not really much that you're going to have to grumble about. Certainly there wasn't much for me to grumble about. Bridges over rivers, pretty standard stock affair there, and a nice, I mean, basic's fine. Basic is realistic, because realism is usually very basic. And intersections, why have them overly complicated when all you need is like a couple of slip roads and a road going across the top, which is what we have there. Lots and lots of build space to work into here, so anybody who wants to build a big city is going to like this map. And I think that is, well, a lot of you, isn't it? It really is. Hold your hand up if you are not interested in building a big city in the game called Cities Skylines. Okay, there's 4, 5. Look. If you want to go to the toilet, don't put your hand. Okay, that's right. Off you go to the toilet. So it's just 4 of you then. Okay. Right, heading down towards the start square intersection, which again is a pretty standard stock and basic and no issues at all with it. When I'm saying stock, we're not talking plopped vanilla, because all the road heights and bridge heights are perfectly lovely. What we do have though is traffic lights right here. This, obviously you can use Traffic Manager to get rid of those, but of course this is vanilla build, so I have to assume that maybe you're not playing with mods. If you're not playing with mods, you won't have Traffic Manager to get rid of. Oh, hang on, no, it's vanilla now, isn't it, to get rid of those traffic lights? I take it back, Random. I take it back. No, absolutely fine. Just use the vanilla tools to get rid of those traffic lights, and we are good. We are golden. And the start square with a decorated roundabout there as well, which means it's time for the asset. And today's asset, it's in kind of 2 parts. It's the Arensburg West Station decoration building by Armesto. Why decoration building? Well, it's not a working railway station. You can just plop this over the vanilla station and it's all good. It's actually supposed to be like a sunken station, so hence the tunnels going through there are a little bit low, but obviously the rail line would be a bit lower as well, so all would be good. Okay, factoids, because factoids. Franz Schubert, probably heard of him, the composer, was born on this day in 1797, the 31st of January. He was a very poor man, and many of his compositions were first tried out over a drink with friends in his local tavern. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Some of the best songs are sung in pubs, I do believe. Not that I've ever been to a pub. Oh, no. Proper cocktail bars for me. What? Anyway, go. Ahrensburg West Station decoration building by Armesto. Lovely bit of work there, Armesto. Really very nice indeed. You could use that like I know it's a building, but you could use it as a prop. Or is it actually a prop? I can't remember now. My brain has gone. My brain's gone on vacation. Wish the rest of me could go with it. Anyway, we'll have a look at the rail now. The rail, just basic. I mean, we could have followed the roads a bit further, but you've kind of worked them out already. The rail's fine. The rail is absolutely fine. Just a little hint of blue mantle underneath that bridge, maybe. Just a smidgen of blue mantle. Not the biggest problem, but just a hint. And then we'll bear off. We've got a nice little a feature area coming up this way. So yes, my second channel. I'm going to start trying to upload. I'm going to concentrate on the game Project Cars 2 on my second channel, just for the time being. It's easy for me to record and upload. Not much thought. I can just sit down, play, and have a bit of a good time. It's also easy and fun to watch as well. Plus, you can cheer when I get smashed off of the road. What we got down here in this ready-made dock? It's everybody's favourite factory. But yes, pre-cut docks. Always nice. Not necessarily to everybody's taste, but I like them. It just says to me, this is where your ships are supposed to go, and if I want to make my own dock somewhere else, then that's up to me, I guess. Rail heads down this way, perfectly fine down this way. Underneath our road bridge there again. Rail under road, and rail stays pretty flat. I've not checked the terrain heights for the rail, but it looks pretty solid. And as you're going to see in the second half of the show, terrain heights is something that Random 5 has taken a due consideration about. You'll see that coming up after the intermission. See you in a moment.
Are you fed up with random vanilla buildings spawning in random locations? Do you want a specific type of building in a particular zone? Then you need the beginner's guide to theme management. Click the information button below.
And so back to Roccamare by Random 5 and the shipping routes. We have one shipping route up there in the corner, just there. And then we have another shipping route that runs the length of the map in the open seas, waving from left to right, which is fine. So yes, 60-minute map fix tonight. Join me for that one. I haven't recorded it yet. I have no idea what I'll be facing yet. Hopefully it'll be a good one. Last week's was a really good one. Thoroughly enjoyed last week's show. Right, we got a river running through the map, and there is water flow in that river. It's definitely strong enough as well to be able to draw upon it. I'm quite liking that. So again, for gameplay, another little tick in the gameplay box. That goes out to sea right there. All right. What about the map as a whole? I think it's got a real good vibe to it. I do like the double coastline. The double coastline just leads to multiple options in terms of how to spread out the city. And the docks on this side, of course, you can move docks across the other side if you like. We've got this award. Was that a glitch there? No, it's fine. It was just probably the twinkle of the water, twinkle of the sunlight on the water. But yes, sea defences. Sea defences very nicely done. I quite like that. That was just to add something a little bit different to the map from most others. And the beaches are fine. The beaches are fine. Not the most exciting, but they are more than adequate. And I've got nothing to moan about, so that's more than adequate, isn't it? Well, there's still a lake down here, which is being fed by a river. I'm not sure where the water's going from this lake, but it's being fed by. It's not a strong river. The whole area here, I find completely believable. I mean, some people will grumble about the sand. I don't mind it too much. And then they've got this little lake up here. Now, I'd like to see that as being a bigger lake, because this river feeding it, I don't believe that at all. That doesn't really... It's too strong a water source going into just like a dumpy little lake. So yes, I'd like to have either seen a smaller water source there with one or two top-up ones, minor ones, just coming down to the lake, or nothing at all, just having the lake as a spawn point on its own, possibly. Now I'm going to show you the best thing about the whole map for me. This is really excellent work. Credit where it's due. I'll stick the terrain lines on. Have a look at the way that this road makes its way up into the hills. With the switchbacks, it is 100% believable for me. Everything about this feels right and true. It's just hugging the hills, trying to find a way up into the mountains, and I like it. I like it a lot. You know, I like it so much. This is definitely going to be the thumbnail for the map. It's just tidy. It's not really as a thumbnail. It doesn't really showcase the map. It's just showcasing some excellent work. And up here we got another lake, another little sandy beach on that lake. I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. On this map, it just kind of works. One last thing to show you before we go into voting mode. Over here we got a little hidden quarry. Nothing too exciting. Not intended to be exciting. It's fine. Absolutely fine. Again, nothing to complain about there. So here, what do you think of this map? Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count. We use it at the end of the month, which is now, for the Viewer's Choice Top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 maps of the month? Only you can decide. I'd like to think that it definitely will be. I don't know if it's going to be one of the top 3, but I reckon it might be 5th or 6th, maybe. I'll be checking your ratings later. As for my ratings, aesthetically, I like this map. It's vanilla. It's well laid out. Totally believable terrain. Clean. Good theme and LUT. I can't give it 5 stars, but I can give it a very strong 4. 4 stars for aesthetics. Detailing. Detailing's pretty good. It's got a few minor things that I had to whinge about. It doesn't feel like a 4-star map. There's not stunning, beautiful amounts of high detailed stuff, but I'll give it a solid 3. I will go 4 stars though for gameplay. I was thinking towards 5. I was thinking towards it. I was edging towards it. I'm just not quite inclined to the 5th star. I don't know why. And you have to get the 5th star to get the 5th star. Does that make sense? But it gets a very strong 4 stars. What it will get though, it will get the BonBonB seal of approval, because if you're looking for a coastal map with lots of flat build plane and some believable terrain around it with not much work to do, well, this is the map. So it gets a BonBonB seal of approval regardless of anything else. Excellent work, Random 5, excellent work. Thank you to you and all of the other Patreon BonBon buddies up there in the top right hand corner. Yeah, without you, that box would be empty. Well, it would be. Go back a few months and it virtually was. Anyway, thanks for watching, for commenting, for liking and for subscribing. Join me tomorrow and tonight and yesterday as well. Thanks for watching.